off to walk because I can. And the weather is supposed to be cold, crisp, but super clear. Sunday, and I've been off crutches for 5 days now, and I've been pretty much pain-free for about just over a week. So I've just been like very gradually upping up my walking, but I've come to the lakes and I'm gonna go up some new mountains I've never been up before. Just a gentle hike, no running yet, and I'm just really appreciating right now the art of not rushing. Like, I have no commitments at all today. It's currently 10 to 9. I've just bought a coffee and I'm just in absolutely no rush to start, to finish, to get home, and I'm just really enjoying it. And I was watching one of Alan Watts's philosophical talks the other day, and he said, like, you know, as humans we're all running around so crazily and chaotically to try and get somewhere. Like, where are we trying to get to? Because we're just trying to get to right here and right now, which we have right here and right now, just constantly chasing our tails. So yeah, I thought it was quite apt, and it always makes me think, when you're rushing, like, what am I actually rushing for? You know, so I can be home an extra 5 minutes earlier, so I can, you know, of course when you have like actual time commitments there's sometimes a need for rushing, but I think rushing can spill into your everyday life unnecessarily and unintentionally, and I feel like I grew up being rushed all the time, and I'm very much respecting and appreciating not doing that. Anyway, I'm 19.1 miles away from where I'm parking. I'm going up, don't know, I actually can't remember the names. It's near Keswick somewhere. Today is about bimbling, steady on the feet, slow enough to actually observe. Scared, but a bit scared of me. My legs have just gone to jelly, which is always really helpful.
Hold up, wait a second. can't get no rest. No, no. Deleted all your photos, but they're still burning inside my mind. Threw away all your clothes cause I didn't want anything left to remind me of us. Keep holding my breath since the day you left. Can't get no rest. No, no. Make a wish and take one last breath as I'm diving deep. My head is underwater. I thought I didn't need you, but while I'm drowning slowly, I realize that I've been missing you like crazy. My head is underwater, cause I thought I didn't need.
So that was probably genuinely one of the scariest things I've ever experienced, but the most satisfying. Coming along that ridge, I didn't quite realise how ridgy it was beforehand until I was on it. Well, to be fair, as I was climbing up, I probably stopped about 25 times. It was just like, nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. I was just thinking, kind of like, you know, why? Like, that was genuinely the scariest thing I've ever done, like, hands down. I've never felt that amount of fear. I mean, I've felt that amount of fear, but not in like years and years and years. Kind of fear where like you actually feel like you're gonna die, you know, like your brain is like, we are literally gonna die. Like, legs went to jelly, heart was pounding out my chest, breathing was verging on hyperventilation, everything was spinning. But when that feeling ends and you think, okay, just one more step, and then you make one more step and you make another step, and then that feeling comes back again. Okay, sit with the feeling, but you can't sit with it because it's so in your face, but you have to sit with it. But it's not really a conscious thing to think I'm going to sit with it, because there's no space in your brain. It's just you know, there's no I'm going to be mindful about this, I'm going to sit with it. It's just shit, fuck, I'm going to die. So I was just thinking, like, I guess kind of why do I do that, and what makes that enjoyable? Because I don't actually enjoy that feeling of adrenaline. It's not nice. It feels like you're dying. But I think it's the accomplishment. It's the, you know, I genuinely had 15 times there where I was going to turn around, but then looking back I thought, fucking hell, I can't go that way, it's too scary. And I just kept stopping and literally freezing and grabbing onto my trousers like that, and, you know, like that's not enjoyable. But I guess it's accomplishment of doing something that you're convinced that you can't do. And then when that feeling dissipates, when you come back down to baseline, there's just this kind of, holy shit, you know, like, I can feel like that and still do things, and you feel really alive. And I was thinking, like, I'm definitely not an adrenaline junkie. I don't like that feeling, but it feels really important to experience that. And there's something so raw and pure about that feeling, although it's really horrible, and I wouldn't choose to have it, and I'd try and avoid having it as much as possible. But I think it's the accomplishment of, I can't do that, I can't do that, I can't do that, so in your face, and your entire body is telling you, you can't do this, and you do it. And each time that happens, every time you make that choice, it's a little bit easier. But I guess what's important is, oh, my knees are getting wet. Hang on. Let's start moving. I'm probably going to put my fingers on the microphone like I always do. Where is the microphone? Right, not there. But I think what is important, don't know what is important actually. I feel like I've completely lost my point. Yeah, what I'm realising to be true and important is that feeling doesn't actually go away I mean, I'm sure obviously it probably does gradually. Like if I was to do that every week, of course my brain would be more exposed to it and I'd be less fearful. But in other scenarios, you know, that feeling is so intense and it comes up, and it's called being a human, you know, we feel things. But I guess there's a quote, I think it's by Jordan Peterson, and it says, it's, you know, don't wait to stop feeling afraid. Something about don't wait to stop feeling afraid. Damn it, I've forgotten it. This could have been a really cool moment. Waiting to no longer Waiting to no longer feel afraid and being brave are two different things. Anyway, basically what the point is that many times and this is what I've done my entire life, is I can't do that because I feel scared. And I'm kind of waiting for this magical moment where that fear isn't there, where that feeling isn't there, and then I'm going to do it. Or if it's anything to do with confidence, you know, I'll wait till I feel confident enough to do it, or I'll wait till... You'll be waiting all your life. And honestly, I've grown up... Wow, I just actually fell. Well, that was fun. Let's watch my footing. That'd be funny, wouldn't it, if I actually just slipped off the edge of this mountain while doing a talk about fear. I've grown up feeling really afraid, you know, to the point of, I guess, almost debilitating fear and stress of, you know, when I was younger, faking being ill so I didn't have to go to school because I just felt such intense fear about everything. And that translates into everything else you do. And that gives you this belief that there's something wrong with you and that you can't do things, and that feelings are going to run your life for the rest, and you have to just wait and hope that one day you'll be different, and that actually everybody else is more brave, different, you know, whatever than you. One of the realizations I've had, and I'm continuing to have, and I'm sure will always continue to have, is that's bullshit. Feelings don't go away, you know. Of course they become more dim, they lessen, they whatever when you expose yourself, and you know, when you sit with them, especially when you don't push them away. But to me, life, I really just refuse to live a life where I don't do things because I'm scared. And of course, you know, there's things that aren't important. Like to me, jumping out of an aeroplane, yeah, it would definitely scare me, but I genuinely have absolutely no desire to jump out of an aeroplane. I feel quite little resistance to it. It's just I don't want to do that. Going up a mountain, running up mountains, I feel a strong pull to do that. That excites me. That, you know, this morning getting out the house, and especially after being injured for 3 weeks and just being sat around. I mean, I've been at work and that kind of thing, but I've not had my own time. Just like the differences it's made on it's just like a, you know, kind of feeling. And I guess it's discerning between what's important and what's not, because again, jumping out of an airplane would scare me, but it's not important to me, and it really doesn't light any fires within me. Doing that does, but it scares me to death. Walking along ridges, I mean, I've never walked along a ridge like that before, ever. And I guess also, you know, another point is comparison, in that, you know, I've always compared myself with other people, as we do, but especially in the sense of people just are better than me, they're more brave than me, you know, they can just do things I can't. I feel scared, I can't do it. Which, you know, again is a story, and also it's not helpful because, well, for probably the majority of people watching this, you know, if you Google Longside Ridge, it's probably not that scary. You might feel a bit like, oh wow, I'm a bit high, oh shit, but you probably won't be on the verge of a panic attack, you know, of being like, I'm actually going to die. And what I could do there is I can infer and I can compare and think, yeah, I'm so pathetic, what's wrong with me, blah blah. What a pointless way to think, because what I feel doesn't matter comparative to what you feel doesn't matter to what I feel. What matters is that you respect your feelings, and sometimes to respect your feelings is to not resist them, it's to not push them away, it's to not avoid them, it's to face them and to feel them. So I guess what I'm trying to say is don't don't know. I don't actually know. But I guess it feels meaningful, you know, to feel that scared and to stop so many times and to think, I can't do that. And I think it applies to everything. It applies to, you know, let's say you want to leave a job, a relationship, you want to sign up for an ultra, you want to sign up for a marathon, a 10k, a 5k, you wanting to go to a gym, or literally whatever it is. There's these feelings that accompany that, which are normally along the lines of, this is fucking steep. I mean, I guess you might say that, but they're normally along the lines of, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. And you know, and it's something that you'll say to people, oh, no, I can't do that, I can't do that. Fucking listen to yourself. Why? Like, literally, why can't you do that? Because you feel scared, because it feels whatever? Yeah, sure. But you don't need to wait to stop feeling afraid. You learn to be brave. And that's a very different thing, that's the quote. But honestly, I feel really passionate about it, because it's if I wouldn't have gone into some kind of inner journey and, you know, I guess learnt to meditate, worked with a few mindset coaches, done a lot of self-development stuff, read a lot of shit books, listened to a lot of shit podcasts, and then actually just taken the plunge to sit down with my own thoughts and learn to like myself and learn to, you know, have compassion for myself. I wouldn't be doing any of this. I wouldn't be working for myself. I wouldn't have my own business that I love. I wouldn't definitely be doing that. I'd probably be sat at home working in Tesco, feeling miserable and feeling like, what's the point in living? And I guess my point with that is that you don't have to be dictated by your feelings, and to me that's what meditation gives me. It gives you a gap. You know, meditation isn't the act of relaxing, it's not the act of stilling the mind, it's not the act of any of that. Meditation is the act of seeing what is there when there's no thought, you know, what is behind the thoughts, because our life is just thoughts. We tend to just live through thinking. Beyond that, what is it? It's just emptiness. There's no judgment, there's no belief, there's no opinion, there's no I can't, I won't, I shouldn't, I can't, whatever. It's just space. And what happens when you rest in that space, you know? And for me, that's the importance of it to me. That's, you know, it's my number one priority is to go within, because it's given me my entire life. And you know, people can laugh at meditation, people can oh, what load of shit, or you know, it's because there's such a misconception about it, and also because it makes people feel uncomfortable, because most people can't think of anything worse than sitting alone with their thoughts and watching them and learning to not identify with them. You know, we love identifying with our thoughts. We don't like identifying with the, oh, you're shit, you're bad, shouldn't have done that, should you? But we love identifying with the, I'm great, I'm courageous, yeah, I should have, I don't know, yeah, I got him, or I don't know, I don't know what I'm talking about. You know, we love identifying with that because it inflates our ego. But again, beyond them two, they both come from the same voice. And actually, let's look at this. Look how crazy that is. And actually, in 3 days, I'm going to Barcelona for 2 weeks on a meditation retreat. But I guess more aptly, I'm beginning to train to become an Ashayan monk, which is like a teacher basically. You have to do 6 months of training, but because I just see it as really valuable, and I guess that's what ultra running gives me. It's what it means to me. It means to, you know, that Florence and the Machine lyric, which I just love. Oh, I could bag a little mountain here. Okay, can I? No, that's not a no, that's just a bat. To exist in the face of suffering and death, but somehow still keep singing. I just don't think you could sum it up better than that, you know. That's what life is sometimes. But with that, you have choice. You have choice to not suffer, to not, you know, you have choice to just have courage to, you know, to make choice. You have choice to make choice. to do hard things, I guess, is kind of the point. So I don't know why I was filming myself in my car. Well, I guess it was just for a clip. And there was just some really good music on, and I just started bawling my eyes out, which is quite unusual, actually. I don't really cry that often. I seem to have some rather blocked tear ducts that I've created throughout life. And I don't really know why I'm involving it in this video, and actually have a bit of resistance to involving it in a video, because why would you have a video of yourself crying? But I don't know. I guess it's part of the experience and part of the day, and I don't really know why I was crying, but I guess it's just a normal emotion. So I guess to do hard things is to put this clip in the video. So I hope you enjoyed the video of me crying while driving. Yeah, there's not really anything else to say in this video, really. I'm not crying now, although I'm laughing. My typical thing, instead of crying, actually is hysterical laughter, which is quite awkward sometimes. Anyway, yeah, I probably won't make any more videos for a few weeks because I'm going to Spain to become a monk. I think I mentioned. But I might get some clips, maybe, I don't know. But training to run 100 miles is back on, or begins, I guess. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is a weird, wanky outro. I'm going to stop.